Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to another content creator live stream showcasing some more GTA race tracks, this time back on Xbox One. The meetup that we did today has been all cars that have appeared in previous GTA games, because obviously there's been a recent announcement with the Rockstar Newswire saying that we're going to be getting new vehicles, and two of those new vehicles are going to be a Turismo Classic and an Infernus Classic, vehicles from old GTA games. So that's why we did this meetup. But let's get the races started. Obviously we're going through 7 more races once again on Xbox, all content all created with the content creator by the community. Playlists. And we're going to see what they're like. I'll give my opinions on them, any improvements that can be made, and obviously all the links for these are in the description, and all the links are also down there if you want to submit your own to this. But yeah, we got a stunt race to start off with, then we've got 2 normal races, then sort of a special race, then 2 normal races, then sort of a themed race. So the same sort of format as what we've been doing in the previous weeks. There is no game sound. The reason that there was no game sound, I turned it off during that moment because the Xbox guys were just blowing their horns all the time and being obnoxious, so I just turned it off. Well, I'll put it back on in a sec. Let's get started straight away with the first race. The first race is the thumbnail race. So the thumbnail picture is of the first race. It always is with these live streams. Wait for these 2 to join and then we'll get done with this. There we go, straight away. Only 2 minutes into the stream, and we're already into the first race. Good stuff. We're getting better. We're getting better with these live streams. Oh, the thing that I wanted to mention as well is that last week, YouTube's processing with the live stream was awful. They basically cut off the first 30 seconds of the stream. So I put that. I took that away. I deleted that video and re-uploaded the correct one from OBS. Dig Kelly with the 15 months Twitch subscription. Thank you so much. What does this button do? Oh, hi YouTube. Thank you, Dig Kelly. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Ruffy, just wanted to say that I appreciate all you do and you're my favourite streamer YouTuber to watch. Well, thanks, a Groovy Walrus. I appreciate that so much. Why am I on first person? Okay. So, yeah, that's what the YouTube stream, the rebroadcast of that last week was horrendous. Basically, YouTube messed up the processing with it, and I had to re-upload it. Also, during that stream near the end, we had some frame drop issues, which weren't on the local recording that I had, and just generally the local recording is just always better, really. So I think that's the way that I'm going to go with this in future. For those who watch this as a video afterwards, I'm going to sort of do the stream, and then when the stream stops it will automatically be unlisted, so it's not going to show up in sub boxes or anything. And then I'm going to take the raw footage, the local recording of the stream, re-upload it to YouTube as just a normal video, and that will ensure that we get all the there's no issues with the recording, and YouTube's processing doesn't mess it all up and stuff like that. I think it's just the better way to do it, to be honest. Jump! Big old jump. So for anybody who does watch this as a video afterwards, it might be a little bit longer before the rebroadcast is put live. Obviously it takes time to actually upload the local recording in comparison to YouTube just having it available straight away. But I think because YouTube's processing takes so long anyway, it's not really that big of a loss. And I think it's just a lot better of an idea when it comes to just ensuring that the video itself and the footage that people are going to be watching afterwards is a lot better, and we don't have any issues like we did last week with it cutting out various parts. And the YouTube processing and encoding of these live streams has never been the best. So there is also a video going to be live later on tonight.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Up dog with the 6 months in a row. I'm in town. Will you pick me up from the train station? No. Sorry, Up dog. I'm a bit busy. Thank you so much for the 6 months sub on Twitch, man. Yeah, there's going to be a video up later on tonight about the new DLC announcements and stuff. I have already recorded it. I just need to actually get it uploaded, but it's going to happen after the stream has been re-uploaded as well. So, but yeah, there will be a video discussing it and talking about it and explaining all about it. And also for those who are watching live, if you want to head over to Twitch when we're done, we are going to be I'm going to be streaming over on there straight after this. Basically, I didn't. Damn it. Basically, I wasn't able to stream yesterday on Twitch. I didn't do my usual Wednesday stream, so I'm making it up today by doing another stream straight after the YouTube stream. Obviously, we're doing community created races on the YouTube stream like we normally do, but then when it comes to Twitch, we're gonna do the new Rockstar created tracks, the brand new ones. See what they're all like, because I haven't even tried them yet. So yeah, just a note for anybody who's watching now and wants some more racing GTA streaming action from me, if you want it. So let's actually talk about the race, shall we? I've blabbered on so much. Interesting race. It's got that big jump, which is an interesting aspect. It feels like a sort of a standard race in most other areas. It's obviously got a lot of stunt track pieces at one part of the race. There we go. So these are all stunt track pieces, and it basically, I like how it sort of goes around the Vinewood Hills sign area. Days. But I feel like there could be more to it. I feel like there could be more involved from a race. I mean, having a big jump is nice and all, and it's fun, obviously, but I feel like it could be made into a bit more of a stunty track with a few more jumps, maybe some tubes, things like that, in addition to all of this road section, because I do like this road section. I like the fact that it uses this part of the road. It's a nice part of the track. I would just like to see it have some more. I feel like it could be a good sort of double style circuit where you've got one half of it is normal roads, and then the other half is just all stunt pieces and all stunt, fun stunt items, jumps, loops, things like that. I feel like it would work well in that sort of format. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the way that it's made. I like how we've got the, we're going under the little bridge section there that we've just gone under that we go over later on. There's also a little weed. he's made weed out of the Vinewood Hills sign. It's a little Easter egg that I noticed when I was trying to get the footage for the thumbnail photo. I do agree with that comment in the chat. Better than being a bit bland than outright terrible. I mean, we are getting a little bit low on good Xbox tracks at the moment. It is getting a little bit more sparse. Still a few weeks left of stuff, but in comparison to PS4 and PC, the sheer number isn't quite there as much. But we're still getting there. But it's a fun track. It's just, you know, it's nice to drive. Top 4, all in non-try-hard cars. Good stuff. They've all raced this track before, though. But they did good. They did good in the non-try-hard cars. It was neither here nor there in what it was trying to be. I mean, I think it was. I think it would just be nicer if the stunt area was made more stunty, and it was a nice duality between road sections and then stunt sections, maybe. Not raced that before, actually. Oh well, fair enough. Good stuff. Blue-eyed blade. None of the top 4 have raced it before. They're just that good. They are just that good. There you go. The content creator races on YouTube live streams limited to stunt races. If you mean stunt races as in tubes and loops and jumps and things, that's no. We definitely do. Do you know what? No, let's do something different. Let's do coupes. They're definitely, we do all kinds of races. I would say that we haven't featured any old style races. Old style races being just this classic races without stunt pieces, but we do proper races more so than anything else. But if you've got a race that isn't using new props, there's not a lot happening with it really worthy of, showcasing really. There's so many good tracks with stunt props and stunt pieces. You could make your own track. I've made many tracks in the past. All you have to do is check the description and there's a link to my tracks updated, where you get the full story. Alright, so good track, good solid track to start with. Let's see what we've got for the rest of the time. Definitely going for the Sentinel XS. The super rare Sentinel XS. With the white roof and the white front that you can't have anymore. I give you full permission to take me out. That must mean Jetta is in an F620. How'd you get all these races? The links are in the description. Okay, so docks circuit. Interesting. Let's see how it's done. You can definitely fall into the water. Of that, there is no doubt. Looks good so far. Was it last week that we played another docks track? Oh, we got a bit of stuntery. Okay, so that kind of puts it into perspective of what kind of track it is, I guess. But it feels like a proper racing circuit, the way that it is. I'm a little bit confused. Yes. Is that the more advantageous Felon? Is that the balance of performance between the Felon and the Sentinel XS? The jump. Felon is generally quicker than a Sentinel XS. So maybe that's the balance of performance between the two cars now. Felon will take the jump. Yeah, the reason I was kind of a bit confused about the nature of the track, I think. Like, I don't know whether it's wanting to be a stunt race or if it's wanting to be a proper racing circuit. Because if it was a proper racing circuit, I wouldn't be expecting to see stunt tubes or areas where you could fall into the water. But if it was trying to be a stunt circuit, I would kind of be expecting to see more stunt pieces. He's too far ahead now. Damn Felon. Well, I chose the Sentinel XS just because I wanted to drive it, so I'm enjoying myself, even if it is off the pace. Oh! Although, I mean, I wish the Sentinel had better performance. What the? Well, I mean, I'm not taking any blame for that one. He's crashing into me. He was too busy crashing into me that he didn't look at the big pole that was coming towards him. I like this track. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The last week, I think it was, we played a dockyard circuit that was just too tight. It was trying to do too much in certain sections. This feels very nice for a docks circuit. Uses the stunt pieces nicely to extend the track, which is what I continually go on about in these streams. It's got plenty of space in the areas that it's needed. It's got a nice flow to it. I mean, it does extend it a little bit on the outskirts, so the water sections aren't too much of a trouble. I can just imagine issues happening though with people driving people off into the sea And the stunt tube, I don't know about the stunt tube. Whether that really fits if it's trying to be a proper racing circuit. But on the whole, it's got a nice floor to it. Nice layout. Well made, obviously. No issues. Yeah, I wish the Sentinel XS was more on the pace. It's probably the best looking coupe, in my opinion. I think the Sentinel XS is actually my favourite coupe. But yeah, I was talking about this on the Twitch stream. This Sentinel XS has come over from Old Gen. It was one of Multi-Class Endurance Championship Season 1 vehicles. And it still exists from those Old Gen days. And it's quite unique in that respect. Because the white on the roof and the white on the bumper at the front, you can't get that anymore. You can't colour the roof or the front bumper. So it can only be carbon now on New Gen. So anybody who just came to the game on New Gen or came from Old Gen but didn't get a coloured roof Sentinel XS, if that's something that you want, you can't get it anymore. I never understand those decisions, like why Rockstar removed that functionality. Like, I don't understand what about the transition from Old Gen to New Gen meant that they thought it was a good idea to make the Sentinel XS's roof and front bumper carbon instead of having a colour. Like, what is the logic behind a decision like that? See what I mean? Sentinel XS, it had the... And he's giving him a boost. How was this... God damn it. He completely overshot the corner, but it didn't have the acceleration for me to get back underneath. God damn it. Old Gen Sentinels have carbon, not current gen. No, it's the other way around. Because I tried it. I tried to remake that Sentinel on PS4 and you can't do it. You can't colour the roof or the front bumper. See, this is why you choose an OP Zion, because it has the acceleration and the traction to outpace a Sentinel XS on the run to the line and steal second. Scum Zion. Yeah, nice track that. I like it. I mean, I can get over the ability to fall into the water on that extended section and the tube. But if it was trying to be a full-on racing circuit that you could do events on, I would say that maybe it could just be changed for proper roads instead and have some barriers around the outside. But just as a fun, good racing track to do some proper racing, I like that. Have you heard of anything about the new DLC? Of course, how could I not? There will be a video about it later on. Does the white roof increase traction? No. I'm not talking about the regular Sentinel, by the way, when I'm talking about these differences. I'm talking about the XS in particular. The regular Sentinel might have a coloured roof. I'm just talking about the XS. The XS can't have a coloured roof or a coloured front bumper. Right, let's do... I mean, I guess we can do sports. That is a terrible description. Awful, awful description. Loses a point already for that. What do you want to see in the next DLC? Why? Don't ask me now. Like I've said, there's going to be a video about it. There's going to be a video about it after we're going to have the Twitch stream, the YouTube stream. Then we're going to move over to Twitch, and then there's going to be a video on YouTube about the new DLC. I'll explain all about it, talk all about it, and give my thoughts on it. The video has already been recorded. Just need to actually upload it. Well, I don't know then, Subaru. We're gonna check that. We're gonna check that Sentinel XS thing in the Twitch stream after this. After the what should I use? Let's use the Spectre. After the someone remind me when we go over to the Twitch stream to to check that with the Sentinel. If anybody wants to know about the DLC, either wait for the video later on or just go to Rockstar's Newswire. It's all on there. Wow. Okie dokie. Maybe I should have put this one on non-contact. Wow, how can so many people not understand what checkpoints mean and overshoot that corner at the very start of the race? So many people overshot that corner. As always, the links for all these track creations are down below in the description. Oh wow, that's like... Oh no! I choked it. And then caused a crash. Probably should have done non-contact on this one given the nature of the track. Oleg, I shall read that after the race. Thank you for the donation. Alright, so, first lap's done, let's talk about the track. It's an interesting layout. Oh my god, I'm so bad. The one thing that I don't like is this section with the trees. I'm really not a fan of this. Like, could it not just be on a different piece of road to avoid the trees? There's so many layout options in Sandy Shores. Do you really need to stick it where there's trees coming up out of the road? I feel like you don't. I like the idea that we're going under and over different parts of the track. I like the layout in general. The layout's pretty cool. It's definitely got an interesting layout. The thing that I criticised people for at the start, and I did it myself. I do that. Like, I'll be totally fine on the first lap where I don't know what's going on, and then I'll miss it on like later laps. I really like the track, and I really like the layout, and I really like the design. It feels a little bit rough around the edges. I feel like it has so much potential to be very, very good. At the minute, it's just good. But it has potential to be superb. Like, you could leave it like this and it would be perfectly okay to race on and have a bit of fun. But you could also refine it a bit more and it would be like super, super good. I don't see the point in the lights. Yeah, I think it does have potential. It's a very, very good track. Oh my god. Why continue? I feel like it needs, I don't know. It's difficult to put my finger on exactly what it needs. You know, those lights, I can't remember, do those count as real props? They're not dynamic props, are they? Those lights are proper props. Tell me in the chat if I'm right with that, because that's going to base my whole, I can base my whole decision of what to say on that one thing. Yeah, they do count as props. That's what I thought. That's the main issue with this track. Those lights have been put there at the expense of proper props that could actually help improve the track. Those lights do nothing for the track. Yeah, they make it look a bit nicer at night, but really, who cares? I mean, it would look decent enough at night without them. That's the main trouble with it. The prop usage, there must be like 30 or 40, well maybe 20 or 30 lights. Think of what you could do with those props instead. Because the problem for me with that track, it's a good track, but if there was more attention given to the inner part of the track with props, you know, props to lead you into corners a bit better, things like that, it would make the track from a racing perspective so much better. Those lights don't do anything to help the track from a racing perspective. All they do is just make it look a bit nicer. And I'm not saying that you can't have lights, but there's so many of them there that the priorities are all wrong when there could be other parts of the track made better. For example, the very first sharp corner, it looks like a 90-degree corner, but it's even sharper than that. So if there was some props on the outside of there, some barriers to lead you into that, you know, I hit the tree like 3 or 4 times. If there was some barriers to lead you across there instead, it would be a lot better. The trees thing, I don't know about the trees. Surely that whole section could just be moved over to the left a little bit onto a different road, and it would be just as good. But if you're gonna have it on the trees, you know, there was barrows around the outside of one of the corners instead of normal corner barrier props that would just be so much better. Just, yeah, it could definitely do with yeah, it could do with having more attention to the props that are actually going to help the racing rather than just a lot of lights. We'll put on non-contact for this one. There was just so many lights. Such a waste of props. I guess we can leave it on spots. So, next track, micro machines. This is going to be interesting. Supposedly this goes into a house, so it's very similar to the church one that we did a few weeks ago. And it's obviously the theme is micro machines. For anyone who doesn't know what micro machines is, those were some of those I grew up on those games. Micro Machines racing games on the Sega Mega Drive. I grew up on those. They were so much fun. Thinking about that last track, and one last thing about that last track, maybe it's not possible to move the location of that bridge where the trees are, based on the fact that he's using so many different roads on that track. But I feel like there's a better solution than just still having the trees poking through, even if you use props to cover them and make it less wide or something, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my days. Oh my days. It's Micro Machines in GTA. Change it to one lane, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, what? There's a split route. Okay, this is interesting. I like how it starts off as sort of a normal circuit. It just feels like a normal style circuit. And then it just turns into something amazing. I mean, the fact that people can create stuff like that in the content creator on GTA is just unreal. Thank you for the donation. I forgot about Oleg's donation actually. Oh god. God damn it. Oh, come on. Oh, god damn it. Issues. I've had significant issues. I've had that. Can you even make it around? Maybe that's one thing. That you can't make it around the tube because the respawn is so tight. So close to it. Maybe that's one improvement that could be done. God damn it. Thanks for the donations. I will read them after this one. It gets hectic with all the races, so I forget. I'm sorry. Jesus, I'm not having a good night tonight. Absolute stone dead last. Oh my god. Okay, well at least we found one mistake. These are the things that you can't overlook. These checkpoint things. Doesn't matter so much for something like this, but because this is ultimately just a huge bit of fun. But when it comes to proper races, even respawn checkpoints have to be on point. Alright, let's try this again. It's a fun track, this. Oh my days. Oh my days. How have I got that wrong so badly? It's not that difficult. It is not that difficult. How can you fail so badly on a loop like that? Jesus. This has been one of the worst races on these streams. One of the worst races we've done. Not because of the track, I mean my performance in the race. The track's fantastic. Apart from that checkpoint issue. I mean it looks wonderful. Look at it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not having a good moment. I'm having a significantly bad moment. I'm gonna get lapped now. I mean, I'm getting lapped by an LG, so I mean, that doesn't really count. But I'm probably gonna get lapped by other things as well. Let's not do the loop this time. We've at least seen where it goes. Oh my god! This is horrific! Oh, I'm absolutely done. I'm probably... do you think I'm going to DNF? I think I'm going to DNF. We're not in last! Can you believe it? we're definitely DNFing. I like this track though, I do. I used to love the Micro Machines games, and this brings the memories right back, racing around a house. So cool. Good stuff. This is the 4th track in the list. Anybody who wants to get these tracks, the links are in the description.
You do it!
So we had Oleg with a donation asking a question in the Attention Hostile. What do you think about the upcoming special vehicle stunt races? Pretty excited about it, to be honest, Oleg. I did mention it all in the video that I'm talking about, so I'm pretty excited about it. Should be good. Pie guy with the $1. Hi, Big Daddy. How much methamphetamine have you done today? I'm done. Thanks, Pie guy. Draconis with 132 bits. The object of the race is to drive fast and don't hit the walls. Thanks for that. I needed to be reminded about that, actually. And Jodler with a $1. New to GTA, are we? I mean, I am. I guess I am. Jesus, that was horrible. But good track, though. I like the track. Apart from the checkpoint issue. Everything else was good. Okay, I guess we'll do supers. I'm going to put it on non-contact again, because we've got so many people lagging. It's crazy. Then we might try and do contact again for the last few. Thank you guys for the donations. Crew has been invited. For those who are still unaware, the crew is closed for these streams. But when we get onto the Twitch stream after this, the crew will be opened up and anybody can join. Yes, Jetta, I do. I need to do that. I do that on PS4. I need to do it on Xbox as well. Please race better now. I'll try and concentrate. PC is next week. We with these live streams we do PS4, then Xbox One, then PC. And then PS4, then Xbox One, then PC. I'm getting horrible frame issues, which makes me hit people and cause more issues. Sorry about that. Well, you could leave. That would be my suggestion. Instead of being sorry, you can just leave and not cause issues for people. Not saying that we don't want people in, but if you're going to be lagging all over the place and causing issues. Alright, so this is meant to be a proper racing circuit, like the middle two were that we've played so far. The first one and the last one that we just played were sort of meant to be like fun circuits, obviously. Let's see about this one. First checkpoint. I'm done. As always, I'll leave my opinions on the track until we get to the second lap. Jesus, that was close. Was not expecting that one. Rough. Very rough would be my initial word on this track. It doesn't feel very well created. It looks impressive, but the attention to detail isn't there. It feels very rough around the edges. The transitions from the road to the stunt pieces are very, very rough. They should be a lot smoother if you're trying to have a proper racing circuit. And I don't know what that piece of road was all about after the jump. That went in on itself. I have no idea what that was all about. But if you want a proper racing circuit, you don't have a piece of road that bottlenecks in on itself. Like, seriously? Was it this bit? Yeah, this bit was stupid. There's no other way to call it. There's nothing else to say about that part, but it's stupid. If it's trying to be a proper racing circuit, it's just stupid. But the rest of it, from a layout perspective, I like it. It's so rough. It needs to be a lot more smooth, these transitions. It just doesn't feel good at all. But from a layout perspective, I quite like it. I like the areas that it goes to. The checkpoints could maybe do with sorting out, that one at least. Could do with being moved back a little bit. Yeah, the checkpoints are too far forward. Checkpoint placement needs sorting out. They're either too far forward or too far back. Checkpoints need to be on the apex of corners and viewable from the previous one, but as far back as possible as a quick thing. It's very rough, this track. It's got potential again, but it needs more work than the previous track that had potential. I like that section. I do like quite a few of the sections and quite a few of the corners and the general layout. I just think it hasn't been done very well. And this bit is just stupid. Makes no sense. Just messy. It's just messy, that's what it is. Checkpoints. So to put it out there again for people who are maybe creating tracks and want some help on maybe the basics like checkpoints. When it comes to checkpoints, I've said this before in the previous streams, but the next checkpoint needs to be as far away from the current checkpoint as possible, such that you can still see it. And it needs to be on the apex of a corner, not before a corner. Like, that checkpoint's fine, that's a good location, but it was too far back on some of the other hairpins, too far forward on some of the other corners. It's just a bit rough. It's just a bit rough. And the transitions aren't very smooth. But the layout is good. It does have some potential. It's got some nice sections. It's fresh for a city circuit. It is fresh. It's new. Like, it's not just any old city circuit. I still can't get over this piece of track. I just can't get over it at all. No! Screw off! I would like to see the I'd like to see the checkpoints fixed and the track pieces smoothed out so that there's a nice transition from track piece to road. Damn it, he beat me as well. Scumbag wall booster. By like 0.02 of a second or whatever it was. It needs some work, but I definitely don't think it's beyond saving or anything like that. But it needs work to make it smoother and flow nicer. Oh, 17 thousandths of a second.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Fatback UGA with the subscription, the Twitch subscription, that is. Thank you so much, man. Okay, 2 more tracks to go. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. Okay, we'll do 2 laps for this. Let's do sports classics. Maybe my Z-Type will get some use on a race like this. The new Rockstar Stunt tracks we're going to be playing after this stream. We're going to go onto Twitch and play some. For people asking about the Revlo points relating to Twitch, the current leaderboard has been reset. The all-time leaderboard is still the same. But if you changed your name on Twitch, then there are issues too. Can we have one non-contact one last time? Not anymore. It's too late. The Twitch stream will be on PS4, not on Xbox, just because I need some money, and if I'm going to be playing some stunt races with double money, I might as well do it on PS4. Even if I'm not winning them or anything, I might as well have the money on PS4 so that I can buy the new cars when they come out to test them. I am from the northeast of England. Alright, let's do it. Z-Type. Let's see if I can take it. Oh my god, there's so many Sterling GTs. That looks very intimidating. Oh my god. It looked like there was plenty of straights on this track. I hope that there really, really are. And there's long straights as well. Okay, this is good so far. Yes, I like this. Get wrecked, Sterling GT on the straight. You ain't got no straight line speed. It's got cornering speed though. It's good on the brakes. It's got mega cornering speed, good on the brakes, good in acceleration. That's why it's so OP. Give me some straights. Oh, someone's crashing on the petrol station. Look at that. I had the cutback and I just couldn't get it done because I didn't have the acceleration. Oh my god. I got sucked into that one. Okay, I want more straights. I thought there was more straights than this. Here we go. Here we go. Of course. Oh well, the Sterling GT is going to get an easy win that's up front, at least. I was just going to say the gas pump should be covered, then I heard a boom. Yeah, that's the first thing. No propping at all on that apex. Okay. I mean, I don't like these. I've said this before in previous ones. I don't like those boosts used to say which way you're going. Big fire symbol. We're sort of. I don't know. Oh, okay. We got a fight on. Yay. I wonder if he slowed down. Or he made a mistake, I don't know. Either way. He'll pull away in the corner sections, but maybe I can do something on the straights at the end of the lap. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh god damn it! I'm not going to survive this, am I? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until I inevitably blow up. Just got just a little bit of fire. Just a little bit of fire right now. Wait, is it gone? Did I survive that? Did I get away with that, really? How on earth have I gotten away with that? Alright, I'll take it. Talking about the track, I think there is unnecessary prop usage. That's one of the things that people are being seeing in the chat, and I think that is true. There's a lot of props here that don't do anything for the racing. It's very difficult to mess up Blaine County tracks, because you don't really need to do much with them for them to be good. But there's too much. There's too much done with this one. I like the layout. I do. I like the layout. It's just, I don't know. The petrol pumps not being not being covered over are pretty much a prime example of the fact that, you know, that there's so much that could be done better. The prop usage could be used to cover over that big flame circle thing, which never looks good when you're trying to be a proper racing circuit. Did catch up a little bit. On fire in this race. You know, I'm never gonna say that people shouldn't decorate the track how they want, because ultimately everything is, you know, people can do what they want with their tracks and make it designed. You know, design is a matter of taste in terms of the kind of things you use to decorate the track. And the race itself isn't terrible. It could just, again, I think most of there was one proper race that we've had tonight which was very good, and with just a little bit of work could be excellent. I think all the others have been sort of, why are people mad? Well, all the others have been okay, but just missing, I feel like they've missed the key point of a proper racing circuit, what it needs to be. They've been more, yeah, just missing something. It's difficult to say. It's difficult. The Z-Type's got the best laps. Me and Jetta, best and second best laps. Go Z-Types. Good stuff. I actually, that's the one thing that I like about that track, that it's more balanced between the Sterling GT and the Z-Type. I like the layout. I just think there's so many props put in places. Second place. Second place for life. There's too many props in places that could be better used in other areas of the track to make the actual track better. And I never like fire stuff. I never like the flame circles when it's meant to be a proper racing track. Make it look like a proper racing track. There's like the Circuit de la Sarthe or Silverstone or Monaco, do they have big fire circles around the track? I don't know, man, I don't know. Okay, a dual circuit. We'll put this on non-contact. We'll do muscle to finish. Should we do muscle? I'll read that donation in a second. Let's do Vans. Draconis with a 222 bits. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Second place. Second place for life. And MM with a 222 as well. I did get second place in that race. This is fine. That picture though. That picture, I'm going to link that in the chat. Thank you, MM. So, we're finishing with a dual track. Don't like fire, your racing would say otherwise. Yeah, that's true. I can't believe that moment. I really can't. I can't believe I hit that petrol tank that should have been covered over. And I actually survived that. Can't believe it. That got me the second place for life. So, final track of the night, well, of this YouTube stream, is a dual circuit. Obviously with these dual tracks, they're always Well, the idea behind them is that they're split, so you've got one half on one side, one half on the other side, and then they're even, equidistant around, and then you don't know who's winning until you're around the lap again. So as you can see, you've got the other half of the people on that side, they're going right, we're going left, and it should be, theoretically, balanced in the same distance. So we'll see what it's like. We've done a few of these dual circuits before, and there's been some really good ones made. This is the first one that we've done in the airport. Oh, look at that. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, well, we've done one half of the lap. Now we're going on the second half of the lap. And that ensures that the track is balanced, because then no matter how many laps that you do, you're always going to be doing the same as the people on the other side of the track. It works as well because the start is what's the word I'm looking for? Equivalent. It's the same, you know, at the start-finish straight, so that works well. Are we going over people? Oh yeah, you go over the track, you go over the other part of the track. It does remind me of Evo's Blaine County dual creation. See, now we've all done one lap essentially. This is where we're all at. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. I've always liked these dual tracks. They are something totally different. I enjoy them. And this is the first one that we've done around the airport, so the surfer. That checkpoint is covered over. I didn't know where I was going there. That checkpoint needs to be sorted out so you can see it from the previous checkpoint. So it seems like the right hand side is, I think the right hand side is faster than the left hand side. But we were literally just ahead of Blue Eyed Malice there, so we'll see where we are this time. I can imagine that being an issue on contact as well. I just noticed. Because you saw cars going past us on the other side of the track. I feel like a proper barrier in covering that entirely would be a lot better. There's a few little refinements that need to be made with this, like a full barrier across there instead of leaving holes in the barrier. You know, that makes no sense. Just put a barrier across. And a few checkpoint issues, but in general it works well. Yeah, the right hand side is definitely a little bit quicker. Oh, damn it. I've just thought, you got to be careful. You always have to be careful on these dual circuits, because especially something like this, if you're going to leave it open, you can skip from the orange checkpoints to the yellow checkpoints. So that's why I really don't like that section that has the holes in it. I'll show it in a second, because we're about to come up to it. You need it to be completely closed off, like this bit in particular. You need that closed off completely, and you need the whole track to be closed off, really. So that you're not having people be able to skip from the orange checkpoints to the yellow checkpoints. Needs to be kept in mind anyway. I did it. That was a terrible lap. I lost so much time on that lap. Back in a second. People talking in the chat about taking hours to create tracks and stuff. It definitely does. It takes a long time to create a good track. Lots of hours of creating it first of all, then many hours testing it, then more hours creating it, and going back and refining it. God damn it. Best tracks in the game probably would take upwards of 10 hours in total, I would say. I think I'm going to end up second on this one. I felt like I was driving not too bad in the first 2 laps, but I've tailed off completely on these second 2 laps. Now I'm miles behind. That was awful. Jesus. It's so bad on these last few laps. That's where I lost all the time on the other lap as well, I'm sure. Second for life. Yeah, it's a nice dual track. I think there definitely could be some better prop usage by extending the walls in certain sections. You shouldn't be able to cross over routes of other people and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a nice, it's a fun dual circuit. I always like those dual circuits. I do. I think they're good. It isn't necessary to completely enclose such a track as long as the open areas, main and secondary checkpoints aren't in the same range of numbers. Yeah, yeah. As long as the secondary and primary checkpoints are far apart from each other on the same numbers, then you're fine. It's just in those sections where you're close together and clumped up, it needs to be made sure it's done properly. Interesting dual track though. For those who are wanting to create tracks but don't feel like they're good, or try to create them and don't work well or something, or you just don't really know where to start or whether the track's good or not, I recommend just getting into a racing crew and getting on with our forums, for example. There's plenty of people willing to try your tracks and help you and give you feedback on them, give you some tips. But that's the kind of thing that you need to do to create a good circuit. You need to get involved in it. You need to get people's opinions and trying things out and going back and do all this kind of stuff. It's impossible to create a good track just on your own with no previous experience and no input from anybody else. It doesn't work. Okay, so that's it for the YouTube streams. If anybody wants to head over to Twitch, you're welcome to do so, because we're going to be streaming over there in a short while. For those who are watching this afterwards, or if you're watching this now, if anybody wants to get any of the tracks that we've showcased tonight, if you're on Xbox, the links are all in the description. And if you want to submit your own track, the link's in the description as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll have testing videos again this weekend, and also a video talking about the new DLC that we're going to be having as well. And as I said at the start, did I win that playlist? Really? The 2 second places at the end brought it home for me. And as I said at the start, this will be unlisted straight away, and then I'll upload the broadcast. So going to be on Twitch in a second, in a few minutes anyway. I'll start at Twitch in 7 minutes, so at hour. Okay. See you in a second, guys. And all of those who are watching this as a video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.